Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is Sunday, December 22nd, 6/17/18, just changed on me, PM 2024. We're about a week out from the new year. Pretty exciting stuff. I don't know why it's exciting. It's just gonna change numbers and the world goes on. So I don't know, man. When you start thinking about shit as it is rather than what it's hyped up to be, it's just like it's gonna say 1 2 3 1 2 4. Now it's going to say 01 01 25, and that's everything. And people wait to do anything until those numbers align in that way because it represents something and it means something. But I could beat that up all the time, this whole show. I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't get excited, but when you think about it like that, the fuck are we getting hyped for? Numbers and a man-made measuring system for days and years for numbers. Anyway, let's not dive down that rabbit hole. So today was a good day, but also a shitty day. So my setup yesterday that I got, I didn't want to set it up last night because I needed to get to bed. So this morning I woke up and right out of bed, I started unboxing all my stuff, got it all set up. And I spent actually took me almost 4 hours today. So from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., all I did was unbox stuff and set it up. So I have two 27-inch monitors. I have a desk mount so I can, with manipulative, what the fuck? Manipulative? I can manipulate the arms. What am I trying to say? They're just arms that are movable. I'm pulling a brain fart right now. But there's these rotating arms that I can move the monitors however I want. I can make one vertical. I can make the other one horizontal. I can do whatever. Right now, they're both horizontal. And it's kind of funny because I put my MacBook up to it and I turned it sideways to measure. So the width of my laptop screen is the same height as the monitors that I have. And you can fit about 3 of my laptop screens stacked vertically next to one another on the monitor. So in one sense, I bought 6 monitors because that's the amount of space that I now have. So rather than my MacBook, rather than having one MacBook, I now have 7 MacBooks worth of screen space. So kind of cool. Pretty hyped about that. And that's how I spent my morning. That's what I did. Then I did some client check-ins and shit. I worked to get the guy that just signed up. I worked on getting him all the information, and I still have to send him some more stuff tonight. And so after the show, I'm going to do that. Then I went and got my hair cut. That was nice. Feeling a little bit better. Then I went to the gym. It was a shitty workout, dude. Just shoulders. Wasn't feeling it. Something was going on. I just wasn't having it, man. Just not a good day, you know. Then I get home and I'm sitting here and I'm trying to get organized, man. There's just so much pushback mentally for me right now, and I have no idea what it is. Now, I always try to get all scientific and psychological with this shit because I'm like, oh, you know what? My dopamine stores have been depleted because I've been blasting this one song that I absolutely love to death. Can't get enough of it. So it's just so good. So there goes all my dopamine. Not to mention that yesterday I got a huge dopamine hit by ordering all this stuff. It was fucking cool. And now today I'm just depleted. I'm tired. I'm not, you know. But then another part of me is like, nah, dude, you're just not organized, you know. So I just got to get organized. And how many times have I said that on the show? God damn. So I'm sitting at my desk kind of working on stuff, and I just couldn't. I was just sitting there, man. I'm like, I can't fucking. I got to stand up and do something. And I wouldn't have a problem saying that, but I wasn't really doing anything. I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do on what days. And it was hard for me to even, I don't know. So anyway, I went and laid down on my air mattress. Dude, okay. So if you're new to the show, or if you've never heard this before, I don't own a couch or a TV or anything like that. Apparently, it just perturbs people, dude. It just bothers people. I don't know why. I don't own a couch. I don't want to own a couch. Don't have a TV. Don't want to own a TV. Chairs, all that shit. I do have a rug though. But if I didn't have a girlfriend, I would sell my bed, 100%. I don't even, because I have this air mattress and it is so comfortable. It is so comfortable. It's a twin size, and I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And it's just so comfortable. And you throw that into a corner, you cozy on up in there, and it's just nice. I really like it. I very much enjoy it. So I'm like, why the fuck do I need a bed then? So very genuinely, I would sell my bed. And right now it's a full-size bed. And dude, it's interesting when you talk to people because, so at work, we were talking about my ordeal with not having furniture. One of my coworkers is like, you sleep on an air mattress? And I'm like, no, I have a bed. I'd probably sell it if I didn't have a girlfriend. And they're like, oh, you got a queen size, king size? And I'm like, no, it's a full. And my first thought when they said that was like, why do I need a bed that big? I'm a single dude. I mean, not a single guy. I have a girlfriend, but like for the most part, I sleep alone, right? And they're like, oh, I got a queen. Another guy's like, oh, I got a king. And I'm like, cool, man. That's, in my head, I'm like, cool. They're like, oh, you guys sleep on top of each other? And I'm like, no, there's plenty of room on my bed, dude. I don't know what you're thinking a full is, but I don't know. But it's just interesting how people view certain things if you don't do certain things. I don't know. It's just, I don't even want to get into that. It's just fucking weird to me. It's just, who gives a shit, dude? Just, if you have a couch and you like it, then have a couch, bro. But, anyway, I laid down on my air mattress here. It's in my office space. It's in the corner. And I felt that I was overstimulated because I've been having music going. I've got 3 monitors now. I just got so much shit looking at me. And I really wasn't being the most productive. I was actually trying to let my brain off the hook by playing some chess and not really thinking about much, because that seems to help. If I win, but if I'm getting my ass beat, it just frustrates me. So anyway, so what am I trying to say here? So so I was like, I can't focus worth a damn. I'm just going to lay down for a sec. No phone, nothing. So I lay down on my air mattress and I got one of these pillows and then I got some of this blanket. I just put it, kind of forced my head into it so it was covering both my ears. And it was so quiet that my heart was beating and pumping. So like it was just so quiet that I could feel my ears moving because my heart was pumping. It was so quiet and it was beautiful. And then I just closed my eyes and next thing you know, I took a nap. It wasn't that long. It was probably like a half hour. And it was one of those naps where I woke up and I don't know how to explain this, but I woke up and I was like so deeply sad. I hate saying the word depressed, but in that moment I was like, wow, dude, my life has amounted to this. I'm so miserable. And that was just going through my head. And I know now that shit just happens when I take little naps or I wake up and it's hard to remember that always, but for the most part, I do a fairly good job at acknowledging the fact that, yeah, just woke up. I'm going to have horrible thoughts for the next few minutes. And then I get over it and I'm good. So like, for example, right now I'm good. I'm all right. And honestly, something I've noticed is when I get on here and I just start recording, I start talking, it kind of gets me out of the funk, kind of gets me focused on other things. I just feel a little bit better. So maybe I need to start doing these earlier in the day, or maybe as soon as I get home from work, so that the rest of my day is more productive and I'm out of the feeling like shit. I don't know. But yeah, that felt good to just kind of unplug a little bit. And I just heard a bing ting noise in my house. Don't know what it was. Very cool. But part of me thinks that I don't have enough time in my life where I'm not engaged with something that requires some sort of mental energy or focus or something like that. And then the other part of me is like, no, I'm just not organized. So that's why I'm frustrated due to my lack of action. So I go back and forth a lot. But all else, or all, what am I trying to say? Above all else here, I did feel just like so overly, just had too many things going on, and I just needed to lay down. I didn't need to lay down. It was more like I needed to just close my eyes. So I did, and felt better, and now here we are. That brings me to the present moment. I did get some I do a horrible job at forgetting the good. I do a horrible job at forgetting the accomplishments and forgetting the good things that I've been doing. And, I just, not good at it, man. And the reason why I say that is because today I had 3 compliments, and they were very powerful. Now, one of them was for the guy that I just signed up. He says, let's see, where is it? He says, "Dang, you've done a really good job at creating all of this. I knew it was going to be good, but not this good." And that's just some good shit that I like to hear, man, because I've been working my ass off to make everything that I have in this program. I've tried so hard to make it so appealing and so organized and so easily digestible and easy to follow, step by step, not overwhelming. And for someone to realize that, and for someone to agree with me that it is these things, that's a payday for me, man. It's a really good feeling. Because for the last fucking 6 months, I've been working on this shit, and finally get to have people in there to see the work, and it's cool. Then I get another guy. Let's see, where is it? So another guy messaged me, name's Travis, told him about the podcast. So maybe you're listening, dude. I don't know, but just got a nice couple things from him. So I posted a couple things in my story yesterday talking about how I haven't felt burnt out and why that is. And it was pretty much like how I took quitting off the table. But previously in the story, I was talking about no furniture. I don't even want to have a TV. Don't want the distraction, all that stuff. And he replies to my story, says, "Bro, I got to send you the story I listened to yesterday. It reminded me of your hustle." And it's this guy that had no furniture, was homeless, made his way. Now he's a pro bodybuilder. Now he's sponsored, all this stuff. It was a really cool story, very inspiring. And we just go back and forth, and he says, so we're talking back and forth about the hustle and the grind and what it takes to make it and blah, blah, blah. And he says, "Bro, that's so funny why people care about that," referencing the furniture. Because some guy was like, "That's so weird." And I sent screenshots. I think it's interesting. But because when I was 22 living on my own, I had nothing. I moved out at 18 right after school, and all my shit got wrecked by my roommates or whatever. So when I got my own apartment by myself, I had literally nothing. I slept on pillows and sat on cushions in my living room, had a TV on the floor, all because I was chasing bodybuilding. So my money went only to that. I respect the hustle, man, so much. And I replied and blah, blah, blah. And he says, "Bro, you'll get there. You'll be there. I'm telling you, if you give everything you got to something, the universe is there in some weird way. Just remember this shit, man, when you make it, going to be one hell of a story." And then he gave me another compliment, man. And I'm not trying to blow this guy by any means. It's just very nice to hear these things from complete strangers. Because there is that feeling of bias. It's like, "Oh, you're my friend. Of course you're going to say that. Oh, you're my mom. Of course you're going to say that. Oh, you're my aunt. You're my cousin. You're my uncle. You're my grandma. You're my whatever. Of course you got to say that." But when it's from a random fucking stranger that has no context of anything that I have going on or nothing, to give a compliment, that's cool. He says, so I told him about the podcast. He says, "Yeah, I'll give it a listen." That's awesome, man. I wish I was good as you at talking. It takes me so many times recording myself to be like, okay, that was decent enough to post. But I was like, yeah, dude, same. I have blooper reels, bro. But anyway, so stuff like that is very nice. I appreciate that. But already forgot about it. Already am like, fuck, I'm not good enough. This sucks. I got to work harder. I mean, I just got my first fucking sale. I have recurring revenue. I've sold something. I'm an entrepreneur. I feel like I have the title now. I made my own product, my own service, marketed it, sold to somebody to the program. I'm now getting recurring payments I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I made it. I feel like I can say that I actually have the title. So cool. Before I was just a guy that was making shit for free. You know, so yeah, man. I think I just earned that title officially, right? Not that I really give a fuck, but kind of cool. I give a big fuck, dude. That's cool. I make these big, prestigious accolades in my head, and I want to achieve them, and I want to earn them. You know, so I feel like now I can confidently say that I'm an entrepreneur, rather than being like someone's like, "Hey, so what do you do?" It's like, "Oh, I work up on Hill Air Force Base, and also I'm an entrepreneur. Haven't sold a goddamn thing yet, but it's coming." You know, so kind of cool. And then I posted that in the group where, let's see, where is it? Posted the screenshot of, dang, you've done a really good job of creating all this, and it was going to be good, but not this good. And I get, and I think she's a coach in the group. Her name's Miranda. I could be wrong. She says, "Let's go." And another guy, Anthony, says, "We love seeing this awesome job." Hold on, let me see if I can replicate that. All right. And also, I'll tell you what, man, this is way random, but having these 27-inch monitors that can fit 3 of my laptop screens in them, when I go from looking at the big monitors down to my laptop again, so my setup is like a T. So I've got the big monitors, so it's like a graffiti looking letter T. So I got both monitors that are set up side by side, and I have my laptop underneath it right in the middle. So it's like a big triangle. So right now I got Alex Hormozy's interview with Daniel G. I can't remember his last name. Got that. Well, that's on pause. That was playing. That's actually when I paused it, because I was like, okay, I got so much going on. I got to take a step back here. And then on the right side, I got internet, or my Google Calendar and a spreadsheet. And I was actually going through all my photos on Google Photos, the last decade's worth, to try to extract every photo that I could possibly use for content or for throwbacks or for comparison or anything like that I could use for social media now. Because I really want to dig deep on where I came from, because that shit's fucking cool to me. It's also great social proof for myself, and that's something I got to get better at. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. So when I go look at these big screens, and I go back to my laptop screen, it's like, God damn, dude, I've been working off this whole time, you know. But it's just because I'm like anything, man. It's just like when you're on the treadmill and you're walking, and then you get off and you start walking normally. It's like, I'm hauling ass right now, you know. But yeah, guys, I don't really have much else to say. I just have to get better at managing my time. I have to get better at committing to a schedule. I just have to, man. And maybe I'm just overcommitting right now. So maybe I just need to dial it back. Maybe that's exactly what I need to do. Maybe I just need to dial it back until I can get consistent with everything. That's honestly the advice that I would give to somebody who's struggling. Like, bro, just do this. And then once you get good at that, and then start doing this, then make a couple more. Dude, that's honestly good advice. But then I think, no, I can do more. I'm just being lazy. I don't know. But yeah, so it's 6:30. I'm going to do a role play right after this. And then I wonder what else I'm just thinking of possibilities now. I have so much more screen space, dude. I wonder what I can do here to get, I don't know, just trying to be efficient. Just upgraded my whole fucking workstation here. And I want to utilize it to the best of my ability. I also want to record a podcast for the Allegiant Excellence show, because I didn't do that. I was supposed to do it yesterday, because I was supposed to do the weekly challenges. By the way, last week, the challenge was 1,000 push-ups. I did that, and I'm going to talk about that real quick. So in order to do 1,000 push-ups in a week, you need to do about I think it was 144, something like that, push-ups per day, every day, if I wanted to average the amount to 1,000 in 7 days. And I already erased it, but day 1, I got 144, did the bare minimum. Day 2, I did about 80, I think, or it was 50, something like that. So that made it so I had to do almost 200 for the rest of the time. And blah, 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 got lazy, whatever. I don't think lazy is the right word. I just didn't even think about it, so I didn't do it. It wasn't like I acknowledged the fact that I had to do push-ups and I didn't. It was just I didn't even think about it. So yesterday comes around. I still have 300 to go. And so I just spaced it out. And guess what? I did 300 yesterday. And that one thing, that just was like, I could have done 2,100 push-ups this week, but I struggled to get 1,000 because I kind of settled for the bare minimum. I just assumed that I had to do it in one sitting. I didn't space it out. If I would have spaced it out, I probably could have got closer to fucking 3,500. It's just, it makes me think about things differently because I'm like, hey, I got to make all these pieces of content, or I got to write all these captions or whatever. I'm going to sit down in one day. I'm going to write 20. It's like, well, I don't have to sit down in one day and do 20. I could do 5 per day throughout the day. And then by the end of the week, I'd have 35 kind of thing. It makes me think about things different. Like if I wanted to read a 1,000-page book, you know, I mean, this is a bad example, actually. How about this? If I wanted to read a 1,000-page book in a month, I would have to average 33 pages per day, which doesn't seem like a lot. But if I were to go, you know, like 15 in the morning, 15 at lunch, 15 at dinner, 15 right before bed, that's 60. You know, that's almost doubling. So it's almost a 2,000-page book just by spacing it out. So what once seemed like a fat goal of 1,000 pages is now half of what I could do if I just spaced it out. So it just gets me thinking about things a little bit differently. And I like doing things like this. I didn't intend to learn shit. I just thought, yeah, it's a fun challenge. I'll do 1,000 push-ups. And I did. And it's, again, when I said the challenge, I'm like, that's actually kind of a fucking challenge, bro. I don't want to, it's a lot of push-ups per day. But I did it. And it's just like, yeah, that was simple. So I'm not proud of myself. It's just more like it just is what it is. It's just, to me, it was like drinking a gallon of water today. And I'm like, fuck, it's a lot of water, but all right. And I did it. I don't know, man. I just overthink the fuck out of things. And so going back to what I was saying, it's very easy for me to just space the wins that I get. I just forget about them and I move on. And now that I have these big giant monitors, I can now put sticky notes on the bottom of them. I like doing that shit. Little visual reminders. I don't know what you call it, but I would rather have a journal that I write in a book, and have that book with me everywhere I go, and have all my stuff in tabs and a binder. I'd rather have all of that instead of digital documents. But the convenience and the consistency that the digital documents provide, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, all this stuff, you can't beat it. But I would just so much rather have a book or a journal where I can write. I just feel so much more connected to real life when I'm sitting here writing with a pencil or a pen as opposed to typing on a screen. But whatever. Got to do what you got to do, huh? So I'm actually, before I forget, I'm going to pause real quick. I just had to write a little sticky note and I put it on my monitor so I don't forget. I'm going through Google Photos trying to get all the content, all the photos that I could use for current stuff. And I am done with this now, so I wanted to write the date that I can go back. So I'm on November 18th, 2016. So that's where I'll start next time I do this. So I'm going to get out of that. Now, so what else is there, man? I don't know. I think I'm just not happy with my effort that I'm putting in. And I think that's why I'm feeling so, because I know that I can be working harder. I mean, like Alex Hermosi says, let's find it again because I got to code it exactly. It's too good. You're not. You could be because you're not working as hard as you can. 87 typos in there. You're not feeling as good as you could because you're not working as hard as you know you can. That's how I feel. Actually, I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to X. He's got us. So let's go ahead and screenshot this. Really like that, dude. It is so true. Save. Where did the screenshot go? Did I even screenshot it? What the fuck? Did it even save, bro? Yeah, I did. just named it. Yeah, that's how I feel, man. I'm just not working as hard as I know I can. Now, for me specifically, I'm thinking about that. I do feel like I could work much harder, but I also feel like I'm just not organized, so I can only work as hard as my clarity of mind allows, if that makes sense. Because I'm just looking at my calendar and I have so much time available. What the fuck am I doing? You know? So I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. It's work in progress. But I really want to hammer this home, man, because I think it's important to look back on for this big old documentation here. I made my first sale 2 days ago. I haven't thought about it at all, dude. I'm just like, yeah, made it. Let's rip this guy out. I have recurring revenue now. Like, I'm making money now. I made it. Here I am. I made it. Here we go. Making money. Here we go. I literally have $750 rolling down the pipeline here over the next 3 months or 4 months. Like, my Stripe balance is no longer zero. I've made money. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm so stressed out, bro. You know? This is going to be one hell of a story, huh? Okay, I got to stop talking. I just get so carried away. I could chat all day. I like this stuff. It's therapy for me. So, okay, guys, that's it. That's the show. Gonna go do a role play and get ready for bed. I'd like to go to bed and get some sleep tonight to get to bed on time. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you listening as always. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This is also episode 430. So yeah. Okay, bye.